season of pumpkin spice and keeping your boys looking nice, it's time to trim that verge that grows havoc below to all that is submerged. But it requires a little push to buy a new tool to protect the family jewels, as the Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 will make you a hero, making light work of that unsightly mess. You can now have grooming confidence. Pick up this glorious package and trim that sackage with advanced skin-safe tech and its waterproof checked LED guided light to trim safely at night. Trimming those excessive leaves will no longer give you bad dreams. The 4.0 will bring forth the cheer in you, So transform your hygiene routine. The 10-part Platinum Package will keep you feeling clean with the Weed Whacker nose and hair trimmer. It'll let your skin shimmer with proprietary skin-safe tech. Protect, not neglect. But add in some shower good, smell good, not misunderstood. Or their premium body wash will make you enjoy the scrub when you're in the tub. And the premium 2-in-1 shampoo will keep reminding you that conditioner hair smothers your freshness will be recovered for all to bear witness and share the ever so perfect freshness. But there is more, I must confess. Thou shalt do one's best to convey the premium deodorant that covers you with that perfect scent, which is not pumpkin spice but something quite nice, some quality cologne or fragrance that shall forever delight, but bring some signature scents like the ball deodorant and the crop reviver ball toner that will be sure to give you a okay, stop right there, that's enough. What I was going to say, brilliant cologne, well, that's alright then. Carry on. Make use of this gift, which is presented most swift, cunning, and without lag. I present you the Manscaped Shed Travel Bag. Storage so fine you will feel divine. And with Manscaped Boxer Briefs, you will affirm your beliefs that the Platinum Package is one hell of a package of amazing grooming goods, so you don't feel like a fool. So get yourself this package. 20% off grants you the right of grooming passage, free international shipping when you use the promo code FRED. Now you could sleep soundly in your bed, no longer a novice, but feeling like a god. Yes. Hello there. No, just 1 second, please. Hello. My name is Samuel. It is a pleasure to meet you, and I was told that I'd be meeting someone with great taste for antiquities of certain nature. Yes, and you are interested in the acquisition of certain tingles, are you not? Would you profess yourself to be a little bit of a tingle expert? Perfect. Well, I have come to the right person then, because I have acquired myself some pretty rare antiquities, shall we say, which will no doubt give you the most powerful, strong, relaxing triggers and tingles that you have come here looking for. Well, before we begin, one of the things that I'd like to do is just to go through a little bit of a gentlemanly check, where I as a gentleman would like to check the purchaser, that would be you, and we try to do things in the most gentlemanly way as possible. So first off is to make sure that you don't know me after this little meeting, yeah? So that means if you see me in the street somewhere, or you see me any other place, then you don't know me, and likewise I don't know you, okay? That's one of our first things. Second thing is that all of the items that you might get for tingles and experiences you might have now are dealt purely and solely by me. So whatever tingle dealer you might go to, okay, yeah, wherever you go, yeah, to get your little tingle fix, mine is very much a unique experience, which means that we try to do things in a very upper classes. Mine we try to do it a little bit off grid, so nobody knows. There's a little bit of stigma, so we say, in these sorts of dealers, though this dealing that we should have of your specific antiquities will of course be mixed with unique and rare finds, which could be quite powerful and well sought after. So anything that transpires here stays here. Does that make sense? That's good. None of these tingles are for purchase, of course. No? You've just come here for some tingles, haven't you? Yes, I thought so. Well, we'd like to try and give our, let's say, loyal friends a true experience of tingles and something that's a little bit off-grid. So the first thing we do before we proceed or anything, have a little look around. Do you see anybody? No? Perfect. That's because I've selected this area. Nobody comes here, which means nobody will be disturbing us as you get your tingle fix for tonight. I've selected quite a collection of tingles which I think will be very well suited for you. Those tingles, I'm sure, will give you the fix that you need. Please tell me, what sort of tingle are you going for tonight? I know I got the telegram that I know we do things a little bit old-fashioned. You could just use the mobile telephone, but the gram that you wanted something which is sort of modern and something a little bit old. Okay, tingles which are your firm favorites and some which you've never heard of before. Yeah, that's perfect. Well, my sort of location, I have access to 7 things which I think might suit you perfectly well. So you're in very capable hands for tonight. So some of the tingles might be just a little bit strong for you. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's not try to abuse these tingles at all whatsoever. You can relax them as much as you want, but when you fall asleep, I'll rest assured that I shall be gone and far from here. Okay, and you won't see me. Okay, so let's not try and abuse these triggers and tingles. We're trying to relax them as much as possible. Does that sound good? Good, that's what we want. So you just let me know if you've got any questions, and when you're ready, then please do tell me. Yeah, no, this will not, this event doesn't even happen. Okay, so yeah, and my name is Samuel. Yes, so you might know me for doing all this shifty business, but it's not shifty at all because I have access to all of these things, and that's just my position. Any other budding questions which you'd like to ask me? No? Well, I don't wish to rush you, but I've got a very important dinner which I'd quite like to attend to, though I'd like to make sure that all of my customers are well looked after and tingled. Are you going in the hall as well? Oh good, well I'll see you in there. But of course we won't know each other, so we'll have to introduce ourselves again when we go in there. Good, see, you'll get in the gist. Okay, no trouble. So, I've got, I think, a trigger which I think we'll start off with. I've been able to sum you up and see what sort of things that you like whilst being here. That's why I'm an expert in this field. And I think that we could get you started with something quite a little bit strong. A strong tingle trigger. I think it's going to feel good, sound good. Get relaxed from it, that's good. Let me try and find something here. I noticed straight away the immediate transition into relaxation and getting your tingle fix is quite, well, it's not transparent, let's put it that way. And yeah, you seem to be looking like you're going to fall asleep straight away, so I'll just remind you that all tingles, if they're a little bit too strong for you, I should go back inside and we never met, okay? But I'm hoping that you're familiar with triggers and tingles, okay? So that you're well versed in these things, so you could promise me that you look like you're a type of person who won't fall asleep straight away, okay, who's new to this and will actually go through all of the special things that I've acquired for you tonight. Excellent. That's good. Let's begin. Okay, it's quite a strong trigger, isn't it? Yes. So like I said, these are quite strong triggers. Though you did look like you was just getting a little bit dozy there. Now, are you sure that you are able to handle all of these triggers? We've got quite a selection here for you that I can deal with you. And when I say deal, that's not to keep this, just for the experience as a tingle dealer would, of course. You can't buy these triggers because you can't, of course, give yourself triggers. It always has to be through a dealer. I know this is not sought after and it's very hush-hush business, so I prefer not to have you fall asleep here and me to have to carry you back in, so, or someone out for you. So just let me know when you want to proceed. Good. No looking in here. This is quite a unique find, don't you think? And something that you haven't been dealt with before, I suggest. Quite right. Yeah. Well, you look like you're enjoying it. So seem fit that you've had enough of that specific tingle, then of course I will change it for you, and we move on to the other tingle. And I will of course let you know when I think that you've had enough. Okay, so just keep enjoying. I've got plenty to choose from. Okay. So you expressed an interest in typewriters and things like that. Yeah, so are you with the modern age and got computers and stuff in your house? I know we try to keep things a little bit traditional in this area. Yeah, there's a lot of specific types of ways and things that people run their lives around here, so you don't have access to certain items like modern day technology, but I do. And a modern day keyboard might be something a little bit more suited for you. A very strong tingle indeed. Well, you certainly seem like that you needed that. That is the most powerful trigger, and something which in this area some of these types of individuals don't own things like that. They have more traditional things or don't agree with modern day tech, but a lot of modern day tech of course could be well suited for your triggers. That's why these are quite hard to go by around here. Would you like a little bit more? This weather is rather ghastly, isn't it? No, Samuel doesn't like this, not so much. Well, don't get too wet. Okay, let me pick something else for you. Okay. to keep awake. Okay, remember, I'm probably going to have to leave you if you fall asleep now. And you told me that you're an experienced trigger enthusiast. Okay, a collector of fine antiquities and triggers. Yeah, so let me know if it gets a little bit too much for you. We'll move on to the next thing. Okay, we don't want you getting too relaxed and people wonder where you are and what you've been doing. Okay, we want to think that you're with Shifty Sam either. Okay, good. I hope you don't mind here. I'm sure you're well versed in the customs of everybody inside. Okay, but they have certain items which can be conceived as a little bit triggery, can't they? Yes. Okay, I'm just not sure with that specific face if this is a very powerful trigger for you or one that's not so great for you. But don't worry, there's something that might just upgrade this just a little bit more for you. Okay, quite a rare trigger and very well sought after. Has very powerful qualities to it, if you get my gist. Good. Well, why don't we perhaps try that one for you? Okay. That's quite enough of that for you. Give it a little bit back for you. You put my clothes back on now. I have got something which I think is going to be really great for you and suited just for you. Okay, this trigger is quite a well sought after trigger, something that a lot of people would like to use. Okay, quite get me? That means that when I use it on you, you're getting quite a very original trigger. Okay, okay, something that you can't really find anywhere. So I think I've got another perfect trigger of you here. This one is very well sought after, but of course there's very powerful qualities to it as well. I just want to make sure that someone like you can handle it. Well, I won't want you to promise me something and then not see it through. It means I would probably have to take you back inside myself and try and wake you up. you know that these triggers are very, very powerful, so you could be asleep for quite a while, or at least zoned out, shall we say. Okay, let me just put my gloves back on now. Okay, these are very delicate triggers, so. But you know that an area like this is very hard to come by. This very modern day sort of trigger. So we want to make sure that this trigger is going to be well used, not to be used to anything like that. Make sure you have the right amount. People won't have too much of this trigger, because then you'll be all over the place. And of course, you wouldn't want that. We just want you to get a quick fix and relax, and then you can go about doing whatever you need to do. Okay, so even though it's quite powerful, I think that this trigger here for you is nearly enough. In fact, I would say it is about enough trigger in there for you. Don't worry, I've got a perfect upgrade here for you. Yep. How about we spice things up a little bit, eh? I think I've got the perfect thing here for you. Excuse me. There's quite enough of that one. You would like to enjoy that one just a little bit too much. Okay, remember the rules. If you fall asleep, it might be a little bit difficult for me to take you back in there. In which case, I'll just have to disappear very quickly. Okay. So that was a good one for you, wasn't it? I could certainly see that. Well, don't worry. I've got some more tingles in here for you, which I think now I'm pretty certain that they'll most certainly be great for you. Okay? Let me see. should finish you off quite nicely. But you must make sure that you're not going to fall asleep. Good. No peeking. A tingle dealer never shows what's within the depths of one's jacket. Okay, I have all sorts of tingles in here. Right. Are you ready? Well, no. You did promise that you weren't going to fall asleep now, didn't you? Okay, so you can relax, you can get your tingle fix, but remember, if you sleep, then I'm afraid I'm going to be off. These are very, very powerful triggers that I'm using right now. Okay? I'm not the kind of dealer who would make sure you have too much, mind you, but you seem a little bit sporadic in your relaxing abilities tonight. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. I knew it. There was one tingle too much. Well, I said not to fall asleep, and it looks like you've fallen asleep. So I'm not going to be able to carry you back inside, I'm afraid. But remember, if your subconscious mind is listening, that we don't know each other. Okay, whatever we've done here for our dealing of precious antiquities in Tingles, then it remains just between you and I. Okay, so do remember that. And this is a very sort of didn't happen event, so I'd appreciate if you didn't go in there as well and start telling everyone why you look so tired and good after all your triggers and tingles. Of course, it does make one feel really good, and I don't blame you for wanting to get your fix for this evening. I have other rounds that I've got to do, but it was an absolute pleasure to do your tingles for tonight. And I do hope you enjoyed the rest and remainder of your night. And you got some tingles and triggers in there, which Samuel was able to put in your direction there for you and acquire for you. Okay, my name is not Shifty Sam. I am just a dealer and a humble purveyor of fine antiquities. Good. So try to remember that, okay? You are fast asleep, so I doubt you can hear anything I'm saying anyway. Okay, take care of yourself, Curia.